Hi there, in this tutorial we will learn how to create a green vegetable logo in Adobe Photoshop. If you have any vegetable store and if you want to create a green vegetable logo in Adobe Photoshop, then you must have to follow this entire tutorial. So let's take a look at how you will create a green vegetable logo in Adobe Photoshop. At first we have to create a new document and therefore we have to click this file menu and from there we will go for new option and we will use 6 inches for width and 4 inches for height. So I'm selecting OK. So here is our document, and at first we have to draw a round circle shape and therefore we have to use ellipse tool. So here is the ellipse tool, and you will get this ellipse tool inside the rectangle tools. You have to select this ellipse tools and let's draw a round shape. Okay, looks good. We will use the green color for fill color. So here is the color picker option and let me select the green color. I'm selecting OK, and we will use a stroke, and here is the stroke option, and we will use the black color as our stroke color. And you can take a look, a black stroke is added on the circle. So let me minimize the properties and you can take a look. Our new shape layer is created and I want to duplicate this layer. And to duplicate, you just have to right click on here and then you will get this duplicate layer option. So I'm selecting this duplicate layer option and I want to put this same name on here and I'm clicking OK. Okay, so at first we have to scale this second layer and therefore we have to press Ctrl T, and those who you are using Mac, you have to press Command T. So let's scale this second round shape properly. Okay, looks good, and here is the tick mark, and I don't want to use this green color for our second circle. I want to use a white color as the fill color for the second circle. So here is the properties, so here is the properties option, and here is the color option. I don't want to use the green color, I want to use white color. So here is the white color. Okay, looks good. And let me minimize the properties tab. Right now we will convert this two layer into smart object, and therefore we have to select two of this layer, and you can take a look, one layer is selected and we have to select this another one, and therefore you have to press Control button or Command button on your keyboard and then you have to click on this second layer. You can take a look, this entire two layer got selected and you have to right click on here with your mouse right button, then you will get this convert to smart object option. So I'm selecting this convert to smart object option and you can take a look, these two layers got converted into a smart object and I want to rename this layer, and therefore you have to double click on here and let's write a name, logo circle. Okay, right now we will delete some portion of this circle and therefore we have to use this rectangle Mercury tools. So here is the rectangle Mercury tools and let's select this middle part and we already selected this middle part, and right now we will delete this part. But before deleting this part, we have to rasterize this logo circle layer. If you don't rasterize this layer style, you can't delete this part. So therefore you just have to right click on here, and here is the option for rasterize layer. So you just have to click this rasterize layer option, and now you have to press delete button on your keyboard. So let me click delete button, and you can take a look, this selected part is deleted. So let me press Ctrl and D button to deselect this part, and I want to turn off the grid view. So here is the view menu, here's the view menu, and here is the show option, and here is the grid option. I want to turn off the grid view. Right now we will draw a grass in here, as because the logo is for green vegetable, therefore we will draw a grass. And to draw a grass you have to use the custom shape tool. So you have to right click in the ellipse tool, and then you will get this custom shape tool option. So let me click this custom shape tool option, and here is the shapes option. You will get number of shapes on here, and we will use a grass shapes. So let's take a look. Where is the grass? Where is the grass? Here is the grass. Okay, so I will select this grass shape, and let's draw a grass shape in here. Okay, so I want to scale it properly, therefore I have to press Ctrl and T button in my keyboard, and let me scale it properly. Okay, looks good. And right now we will use the type tool, and we will write the name, like we will write a green vegetable text here, and at end of the text part we will work with the color. So let's use the type tool. So here is the type tool. We will use the same ethnocentric font for this logo too, and let me write green. Green. Okay, so here is the tick mark. Let me click the tick mark, and let's press Ctrl and T button to scale this text properly. Okay, looks good. And right now I will write vegetable. So let me write the vegetable in here. Let's write vegetable first. Vegetable. Okay, and I want to reduce the font size, therefore I have to press Ctrl and A button in my keyboard to select entire text, and here is the size option, and I will go for 16 point. Okay, looks good. And here is the tick mark, and I want to scale this vegetable text properly with green text. So let's do that. Therefore we have to select this properties option. So here is the properties option, and I want to increase the spacing for vegetable text. So let's increase the spacing. Okay, looks good. And let me minimize these properties, and we have to scale it properly. So therefore pressing Ctrl and T button from my keyboard, then I can scale it properly. Okay, so here is the tick mark. So here is our green vegetable logo, and right now we will work with the color part. At first we will change the color of this grass, and therefore we have to use this grass layer. We have to select this grass layer, and then we have to right click on this grass layer. So here is the grass layer, and let me right click on here, and then we will go for blending options. So here is the blending options, and we will add a gradient overlay for this grass. So here is the gradient overlay option, and here is the options for gradient. As because this is a green vegetable logo, we have to use the green color. So let's change the gradient, and you have to click on here, then you will get different type of presets in here. So I prefer we have to go the green color. So here is the green folders, and you will get different type of presets. So let's take a look some. Okay, this looks good, but I want to change the color a little bit more. So here is the color option. You just have to double click on here, or you can single click over here, then you can change the color from here. Actually, it seems the entire gradient are with the same color, but I want to change the color for one portion, and I want to pick this green color. Okay, now it looks really good, and I'm clicking OK. Let me click OK. Now it really looks much better, and we will do the same things for this text also. So right now we will change the color for green text, and we will use the same gradient overlay in green text also, and therefore we will copy the layer style of grass. So let's copy the layer style of grass. To copy layer style of grass, you just have to right click on here, then you will get this copy layer style option. So you have to select, you have to click on this copy layer style option, and then select the green text layer. So here is the green text layer, and in this layer you have to right click with your mouse, then you will get paste layer style option. So you just have to click this paste layer style option, and you can take a look the layer style of grass applied on green text. So we will do the same for this vegetable text. So let's select the vegetable text, and we have to right click on this layer, and we will go for paste layer style option. So let me click paste layer style, and you can take a look. Grass, green, and vegetable, both layers and both shapes are got gradient overlay blending options. That really looks awesome. And right now we will change the color for this round shape circle, and we will use the gradient overlay for this round shaped circle. So we have to select this layer first. So where is the layer? Here is the logo circle. So we have to select this logo circle layer, and then we have to right click with our mouse on this layer, and then we will go for blending options. So here is the blending options, and we will go for gradient overlay option. Okay, you can take a look. Our previous gradients are applied, but we will not use this style. Therefore, we want to use the blend mode, and here is the blend mode option, and we will use this lighten blending option. So here is the lighten blending option, and now it's really looks good. And let me click OK. Okay, this is really fantastic. And right now we will have a realistic view, and we will place this logo in a mock-up PSD file. But before that, we have to convert some layers into smart object, like this vegetable text layer. We have to convert this into a smart object, and therefore you have to select this layer, then right click, convert to smart object. Grain layers we have to convert into a smart object. This grass shapes we have to convert this into a smart object. And as well as this logo circle layers, we have to convert this into a smart object. Okay, so right now we will open our exercise file, and we will open the mockup PSD file. So here is the file menu, open option. So inside our logo design folder, you will get this mockup file, and here is the 3D glass window logo mockup PSD file. You just have to select this PSD file, and then you have to click open option. So here is our 3D glass window logo mockup PSD file, and we have to double click your logo layer in here. So let me double click on here, and we will place our logo over here, and therefore I want to turn off the preview logo layers. So let me turn off the preview logo layers, and right now we will place our green vegetable logo in here. Then we will get the realistic view of our logo on this mockup file. So let's move this logo to our mockup file, but before that we have to turn off the background view, because if you take a look, it's have a transparent view. So therefore we have to turn off the background layer from here. So you can take a look, we got a transparent view, but you can take a look, a white portion got remained, and we have to delete this white portion. And to delete, we have to rasterize this logo circle layer first, because if we not do the rasterize this layer, we can't delete this white part. So to rasterize this layer, you have to right click on here in this logo circle layer, and then you will get this rasterize layer option. So you have to select this rasterize layer option, and right now we will use this quick selection tool. So here is the quick selection tool, and we will select this white part from here, and we will press the delete button from our keyboard. Okay, you can take a look, the white part is gone, and we will press Ctrl D button to deselect this upper part, and right now we will delete this lower part. We have to select with our quick selection tool. Okay, our white part got selected, and right now we will press the delete button on our keyboard. We can take a look, upper part and lower part, the white part is gone, and let me press Ctrl and D button to deselect. Okay, right now we will move this logo to our mockup PSD file, and therefore we have to select this entire layers. So let me select entire layers, and therefore I have to press Ctrl button in my keyboard, and then let me select every layer in our layer panels except this background layer. Okay, now it really looks good. Every layer is selected, and with the move tool right now I will drag and drop. Let me select once again and let's drag and drop in here. Let me click OK. Okay, so here is our green vegetable logo, and I want to scale it properly. Therefore I have to press Ctrl or Command T button in my keyboard, and let's scale this properly. I want to make it little bit bigger, then we can have the actual view in our mockup file. And here is the tick mark, and right now we have to save this document. So therefore we have to click this file menu, and here is the save option. So you just have to click this save option. It will take little some more times. Okay, our image got saved, and right now we will click this 3D glass Windows logo mockup PSD file for realistic view of our green vegetable logo. So let me click on here. Here we go. This is really awesome. You can take a look. That really looks much better, and that's really mind-blowing. Let me zoom in the image. Take a look, and if you want to get the actual color as like our logo, then you have to turn off the effect. So here is the effect folder, and from there you have to turn off this effect layer. So here is the option, and this is the actual color which we used in our logo. And if you want to keep this effect, you can place this effect, and this also really looks good. So this is how you will create the green vegetable logo. I will request you at least try minimum 3 or 4 times by watching this tutorial, then you can learn how to create a green vegetable logo. Or if you have any question, then you can write in our comment box. I will answer your question. So see you in next lesson. Tata.